What's up? What the hell's happened there? Oh, don't tell me. Right, there's 2 tyres. Gone. Oh, there's another one I'm going to have a go.
Joey Greenwich is no ordinary Outback trucker.
I mean, a big bull could probably kill you. There's no doubt about that. You've got that in the back of your head all the time, you know?
His freight are big,
Going up.
brutal,
Come on, old boy.
and bad-tempered.
Yeah.
Make a mistake with this load, and it could be your last.
One of them is coming for you. You just got to get out the road.
Joey's been hired to cart 63 wild bulls through the heart of Western Australia. His journey will take him from his home in Moorine Rock to the vast Banjawan cattle station, before heading to the town of Mewshade, north of Perth. That's like hauling 25 taxi cabs from New York to Miami.
What are you doing?
It's a tough, dangerous job, but one Joey was born to.
Come on.
Joey's a third-generation trucker.
Definitely diesel in our veins.
His grandfather drove trucks back in the days of the Great Depression.
He had a couple of trucks in the 30s. My dad, he carted wood for the wood line in the mid-40s. And my brother had quite a large livestock business in the 70s.
After 30 years hauling livestock, Joey's carried millions of passengers. Wild bulls are the most dangerous of the bunch.
They'll be a handful to load. They're just big in size, like they'll probably be around that 600 kilo mark. If you lose your footing, it's like in a footy game, you know, except it's a lot worse. So you haven't got a 100 kilo bloke coming at you, you've got a 600 kilo bull coming at you.
Just one slip can cost you your life. Despite the dangers, taking care of his freight is Joey's biggest priority.
I don't think you could do this if you didn't like animals. We put our heart and soul into this job, and you really don't stop thinking about what you got on the back.
With 1,700 kilometres to travel, Joey's got a long, hard journey ahead, carrying one of the most volatile loads in the business.
We've got to go a bit over 700 k's up to Banya Station. We should be there in a bit over 8 hours, I reckon. Quite often, they just start coming out. Some run this way, then you get a wild fella, and they'll just smash panels and wreck the joint a fair bit.
300 kilometres away,
Work that gate, eh, please?
Sharon White is getting ready for Joey's arrival.
Need that Red Bull, love?
Sharon's family own Banjawan Station.
Yeah, straight through.
Having worked with cattle all her life,
Just block it a bit, Chelsea, for the moment.
she knows the importance of rounding up wild bulls.
If you keep too many bulls, they will literally kill the cows. And then you end up with all bulls. And then 6 years down the track, you'll have no cattle station at all.
At 1 million acres, Banjawan is home to over 4,000 cattle. Most of Joey's passengers have been rounded up, but a few stragglers are still hiding in the outback. Sharon's leading the charge to track them down. But on such a vast property, she needs eyes on the ground and in the air.
Back him up, go in behind him there.
Mustering wild cattle out here takes huge skill and nerves of steel.
Nah, we cut him off, and then he's gone. That's it.
But it's a risky business, even for the best.
Yeah, I'm on it now. Cut the steel, right, cut the I've got a tree, Darren. Come and keep an eye on this bull till I get off the tree.
It's not a job for the faint-hearted. Finally, Sharon and her crew can get the runaways to the loading yard. 250 kilometres away, Joey Greenwich is also on the lookout for stray cattle.
Once you get into this country up here, you're watching all the time. There's cattle on the side of the road. Then every now and then you get a, cow that just crosses the road. You wouldn't really want to hit one. When it's pitch black, that's when it's worth it.
Faced with roaming cattle in the dead of night, Joey must be on alert.
Yeah, you back off.
After a close call, it's an early start the next morning at Banjowan Station. It's vital Joey loads the bulls before they get restless.
So this is a whole lot here.
Yeah, there's 10 big fellas like that.
But Sharon's worried about one troublemaker in particular.
This is my mate. I had trouble with that bull. Dreadful.
This bloke here. Just got an overlook in his eye. Yeah, we're ready, mate.
Joey's multi-storey truck is split into 6 compartments. He must get the right amount of cattle into each pen to stay balanced.
2 more up, quick.
The team must load up and shut each compartment door
Get those other 2 cracking, Ben, because they'll come out otherwise.
before its passengers have a chance to get out. Suddenly, a bull has bolted. Without help, it could seriously injure itself or another bull. The situation calls for a cool head from Joey.
Let it come back. Just let it come back. Yeah, it'll be right. Just let it come back.
He hopes that if the bull is allowed to settle,
Might back up.
it'll back onto the trailer by itself. With the runaway on board, the truck's almost fully loaded.
Where's our cranky one?
But the toughest, meanest bull is yet to come.
He put the devil to shame, that bloke. We'll try and get him on the back pen last, eh?
The danger is the bull could try and jump the fence and attack.
Gotta go.
All but Joey and a couple of crew members must retreat to a safe distance.
Come on, handsome. Come on, where you go, girl? Yeah, that's right.
While the bull makes it on board, another animal threatens to charge up behind him.
Just like it there. Sorry.
The bull's almost loaded.
Might have to do a bit of...
Joey needs to be quick to make sure he's secure in his pen.
You're right, I want to shut him. Go on, no. Hands. Bugger off. Beautiful, mate. Bloody done good, eh? I think that might do it, mate.
Fully loaded, Joey can hit the road for the 1,000-kilometre run to the town of Mouchet. His goal is to drive as smoothly as possible to keep his passengers upright.
If a cattle go over, like a cow goes down, you just got to get him up. You just avoid that at all costs. I had it once, and a big old bull went down and he got all sulky, he just wouldn't get up, you know? And we had to, you only put him down first and then get him out.
Every couple of hours, he must stop to check the bulls.
Just checking if any cattle are down.
Something's not right.
Here we go. We've got one old fella down here. He's up and about.
With the bull back on its feet,
They're all good.
Joey can push on into the home stretch. As dawn breaks, Joey rolls into Mouchet. It's been a tough couple of days, but everyone's safe and sound. All that's left is to unload the 63 bulls. But at the last,
Hurry up, coming, hurry up, coming. What about him?
one of Joey's passengers isn't ready to leave. After a long, hard journey, Joey must face down half a tonne of cranky bull.
He all sad. Come on up, come on. Come on up, come on, up, come on. Yeah. No, come on, that's right. Come on up.
At last, everyone's home.
All good, job done. Paperwork in the box. Everyone's happy.
For Joey Greenwich, it's another day, another wild ride.
In Western Australia, Darren Bryant is revved up.
Good fun. I love it.
Known as Woody to his mates, this trucker's a collector of all things fast and loud.
As far as I'm concerned, everything should have a supercharger on it. I wanted to put a supercharger on my boat until my wife said no.
It's toys down and tools at the ready as Woody gears up for an urgent trip to a remote community in need of help.
Been a big cyclone through there and we don't know what the road conditions will be like.
On the edge of the Gibson Desert, the indigenous community of Pangur has been cut off by heavy rains from a tropical cyclone.
Some parts of the road can be completely washed out and gone altogether.
Their last supply run was over 2 months ago. A fresh resupply of essentials is desperately needed.
The road out there is atrocious, mate, especially after big rain. Sometimes the corrugations are like this deep. Just shake the guts out of everything.
As chief supplier to the community for 3 years, it's Woody's job to get the people what they want and need.
I cart digital TVs, computers. You've got 120 cartons of eggs. As you can see, this has already been delivered via road and this is how it turned up. And it's not nice.
The most vital part of his load is food. Frozen to survive the grueling 3-day journey into the outback.
I've got to maintain the freezer at least minus 20 degrees because I've got to have that frozen produce frozen. Well, now we can seal up the freezer compartment, so that'll keep that area frozen. If there's an issue with the freezer, fix it. It's not negotiable.
If the freezer fails, Woody will be delivering $150,000 of defrosted rot.
You just hope you don't break down, mate. Last time I was out there, I got bogged for 5 days, and it was like 48 degrees. They've got to have food, so it's got to get out there, so I take it.
From Perth, he'll take his mixed load of food and freight as far as Newman before a punishing 400-kilometre dirt slog to the community of Pangur. The next day, Woody's fully loaded and heading north.
The temperature's holding steady at minus 21.5 degrees, which is good.
But everywhere Woody looks, telltale signs of an area that's been blasted with rain.
They don't call it the wet season for nothing.
Another rainstorm could mean major dramas once he hits the dirt.
The trailers tend to not want to go where you want them to go. They sort of have a mind of their own and slide around.
Worse still, Woody's got no way of knowing what he might be running into.
Like there's a weather station out there and big storm cells build up by themselves, depending on whether they drop rain or not. It's anyone's guess. Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's flooded, most of the time it's hot.
With no rain in sight, Woody's enjoying the easy run while it lasts.
What a beautiful day for a drive. I just wander along, mate, 86 kilometres an hour on the dot.
He may be in cruise mode, but a red light on the freezer's temperature gauge soon gets his attention. It's not good news.
It's losing its refrigerant. That's not good at all.
The freezer is leaking its lubricating oil and the gas that keeps it cold.
This could devastate the trip. If I can't keep this produce frozen, the community won't have any food.
To keep the oil and cooling gas in, Woody will have to get creative. A foil food container becomes a makeshift bandage to seal the leak.
The pressure hose that comes off the compressor got a very fine pinhole in it and it's spraying the oil out of the compressor, so it's losing refrigerant as well. I think it's fixed, but I don't know. Very temporary. I'll have to make some phone calls and see if I can get it fixed, because I haven't got the welding equipment to repair it and I haven't got the stuff to regas it with me. I just got to get moving.
His only hope is to find a refrigeration mechanic in the next town.
There's a refrigeration person in Meekatara, whether he's still open or not, I don't know.
Woody's melting load just became very time dependent.
We're in a bit of a rush. I normally wouldn't round yous up, but I've got a problem with my fridge I've got to get sorted out because I've got frozen stuff in there.
Yeah, where's your mate? All good.
In Meekatara, it's time to hit the phones.
Do you know if he's available? At the moment I've got a problem with my freezer trailer.
I know they're getting through a backlog of work at the moment. You're looking at about a week.
Hello, Kale speaking.
Yeah, g'day Kale, it's Darren here from Sandgroper Haulage, mate, how are you?
Yeah, good. Yourself, mate?
I've been better, my old mate. I've got a problem with my freezer trailer.
Call after call.
That's the thing, mate, if they haven't got the M50 gas, then I'm anyway.
Dead end after dead end.
Look, I can't help you, I'm sorry.
Yep.
If I were there, I'd gladly help you, but I'm not.
Unfortunately, there's no one in Meekatara that can help us out with the repairs. There's no point staying here. I might as well keep going because the nearest person to repair it is in Newman, and that's about 3 hours away. The only way to repair it, basically, is to degas the system. Then we have to weld up the pinhole in it.
Running out of light and options, Woody makes it to Newman.
When these pipes start splitting up the place. Yep, I'll go buy a new one as soon as I get home.
More bad news from the mechanic. The leaking pipe can't be welded. Time for plan B.
I think they're just going to put some more gas in it. Can't repair it here.
And hope it lasts the long drive out to the community desperate for supplies.
While it's holding temperature, well, I'm just going to have to get out there. There's a lot of food which is frozen in the back of the truck, and there's a lot of people relying on it to get out to the community.
Woody's in for a long night. Ahead, a 400-kilometre trip in the dark.
These corrugations will break anything. And as you can see, we're going very slow. The corrugations have the ability to make that pinhole into like a fracture crack.
If the pipe fractures, the gas will leak from the freezer's cooling system.
Then the freezer will just stop freezing, then we'll be in a whole world of pain.
If the freezer warms too much, Woody will be forced to throw away $150,000 worth of food.
They rely heavily on me to deliver their food and water. Without food, mate, there's not much out here.
He needs to constantly check temperatures, slowing him down.
We'll have a look at the freezer, check the temperature, see how that's going, make sure that pipe isn't cracked anymore from the corrugations.
On inspection, the corrugations have claimed a victim, but it's not the freezer.
That's going to be a problem. It's broken the hub cap out of it.
The wheel bearing's exposed. Dust and grit can now get inside, potentially causing its collapse.
I would say what I'm going to have to do is chain the axle up.
If Woody doesn't do this, the wheel could come off the axle and a sudden shift in weight could cause a truck to veer off the road.
What I should be doing is taking the wheels off the hub, but I can't pick them up. They're a bit heavy for me. I'll just chain them up at the moment.
In the heat of the day, it's hard work.
I wonder why truck drivers have got crook backs, eh? So that's up off the ground now. Just keep an eye on it. And make sure it doesn't loosen itself off. Not much I can do about it, unfortunately, out here. 2.5 hours from the community. I'll have to be quick about unloading it, that's all. But now we've got a dog with a sore leg, so we'll see how he behaves. We've got about 5 kilometres to go. It's definitely losing gas.
He's made it. Now to check the state of that frozen food.
Nice and cold in here, mate. See the ice cream on the top there? It's frozen solid. Look at the ice. Whenever you deliver something and it's how they wanted it, it's always a good feeling, mate.
Woody's roadside patch-up on the leaking pipe has done the job.
It just got here. All that oil is out of that little pinhole that's been spraying everywhere. I don't think it would have run for much longer.
The town shop wastes no time filling their freezer and shelves.
It's a relief, actually. We've been waiting a while for him to come.
And now the grateful shop owners have a surprise waiting out in the paddock for Woody.
Oh, have a go at this thing.
An old panel van dumped here long ago.
Because this vehicle is a genuine V8 4-speed Sandman panel van.
A gesture of appreciation for a hard-working, motor-loving truckie.
This thing is coming home with me.
To Woody, it's a diamond in the rust.
It's a bargain, isn't it? Picked up this rusty old bunkie of a thing. That makes a really good day.
Dropping off precious cargo and picking some up. Time for Woody to head home.
Always good to go home and see the loved ones. Make sure everything's all right at home and get ready for the next big adventure.
In the coastal town of Mooloolaba, Queensland, Macca McCready is dealing with some seriously delicate freight.
It's so easy to damage a hull. Put load where load's not designed to go, and before you know it, you've got a major catastrophe on your hands.
Macca's been driving trucks for 30 years. The 52-year-old's speciality is moving expensive yachts from coast to coast. The hard way. Over the next 7 days, he's heading from Mooloolaba across the length of the continent to the port of Fremantle in Western Australia. At almost 4,500 kilometres, that's further than London to the North Pole. Macca's been hired to deliver Allegria, a $300,000 lightweight racing yacht. She's agile, fragile, and to her owner, worth every cent.
Worth a bob? Built to go real fast.
But she was never designed to be hauled through the guts of the outback on the back of a truck. One loose stone, pothole, or one slip at the wheel is all it takes to turn this into this, as other boat truckers have discovered. It's a huge responsibility, and Macca's first job is to get one boat off his truck and Allegria on.
Okay, whenever you're ready, mate, it's looking good.
Lifting a yacht is always stressful.
I don't like this bit. Under here, I don't like this.
But Macca's supervised hundreds of lifts before.
Can you walk her forward, Mick, about 300?
It should be straightforward.
Okay, take her up.
But suddenly,
I don't think you're going to get enough height, mate.
the slings on the boat lifter are too long. While it's not his responsibility, Macca's kicking himself.
I should have looked at that. We'll get there.
We will.
Well, we've got to get there. Can't spend the rest of my life here.
Macca needs to unload this boat today, or he'll start his next run a full day behind schedule.
So what we've got to do is we're going to just lower back straight down, mate.
To shorten the slings, they'll have to lower the boat back down.
Just lower it down and keep it going, mate.
But it must be put back in precisely the same position. If not, the stress on her hull could puncture it.
Got to go over that way, mate, if you can get her that way. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The lift's going from bad
Hold it.
to worse.
No, it's not sitting level.
The 13-ton boat is leaning dangerously to one side.
No, 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 don't do that.
He has a continent to cross, and Macca hasn't even left the yard.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
But already his freight and his reputation hang in the balance.
Right now, this shouldn't be happening.
In 30 years, Macca's never damaged a boat. He's determined not to start now.
Oh, what a cluster.
Every support must be centimetre perfect.
Hold it.
Finally, the last wood block's in place.
Okay. Just start to lower it down for me, mate.
Now for the moment of truth.
Good.
The boat's secure. With daylight fading, now Macca needs to move fast.
Got a bit on right now.
The straps need to be shortened and the boat lifted off his truck before dark.
All right, we can take him up there. We're styling. We're in Queensland. The boat's off.
With minutes of daylight left, Macca's survived a shipwreck. Next morning, Macca needs to load his new passenger, Allegria, a $300,000 racing yacht. Adding to his stress, her owner has come to watch.
Don't drop it, Macca.
This is always the sweaty bit.
Allegria's solid 1-ton keel has already been loaded. Now Macca needs to carefully position the hull. It's made from lightweight carbon fibre. One mistake and it could crack like an egg.
Get you to travel her forward, say 300.
She's almost in position when Macca spots a problem.
We're not going to make it.
Allegria's bow is too close to the massive keel.
Nah, we're not going to make it.
She won't fit on the truck.
We've got to bring her back to clear the bulb. Ready?
Macca and his team need to be accurate to the millimetre.
Yeah, that's a smaller one, Al. Her bum's that way and her bow's that way. If we come down, and then we'll push her. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, Nick. Oop.
Allegria's on board.
That's her, boys.
But only just.
She's on. She's looking good.
With the mast also secured, Macca's truck's 25 metres long,
4.3
metres high and almost 4 metres wide. With a load this size, Macca will need help. Over the next 7 days, pilot Andy will ride shotgun, managing traffic and watching Macca's load.
Nervy time right now. We've done about 15k. You think you got it right, you hope you got it right, and you're always looking for something to go wrong. How's that rig looking when it goes over those bumps, Andy?
It's wobbling a bit at the back, very back.
The uneven road surface is making Allegria's mast bounce, causing a problem.
We've lost a strap.
If the bouncing loosens another strap, Allegria could become dangerously unstable. Macca needs to stop.
I'm going to get off this road.
But he's surrounded by heavy traffic on a narrow highway. Finally, there's a possibility ahead.
Well, I've got a place we can pull off about 500 metres up here. Shut it down for me, would you, Andy?
While Andy keeps traffic at bay, Macca can pull off the road. But a turn-off isn't an ideal stopping point.
I've got to be quick here because I've straddled a road, OK?
Macca needs to work fast. He doesn't want to put his truck or other drivers at risk.
This is the one that's loose. Padding must have collapsed. That's got him.
With Allegria secure, Macca can move on. But while one problem's behind him, another soon looms ahead. The Great Dividing Range, Australia's largest mountain range. Fully loaded, Macca's truck weighs 25 tonnes. A 10-kilometre climb will test his engine to the limit.
Turbo boosters at 200, engine temps building up.
Fail, and Macca will be stranded on the side of a mountain.
That's full noise. Nothing left in it.
As he pushes to the top,
see how she's like losing power now?
His truck's got no more to give. Macca's crawling. But at last...
That's it, mate. That's the top. Okie-dokie. We'll have a bit of a look around here and make sure we still got all the bits attached.
After the tough climb, Macca wants to check the load. And the news isn't good.
Well, you can see how close we are here. That distance is hard.
Allegria's hull is inching forward. If Macca had gone much further, it could have smashed into the solid keel. There's only one solution: to lift the hull.
So I'm going to physically have to jack the front of the boat up.
Raising a boat is a delicate operation,
Sure, mate.
even with the best equipment. But in a remote, rainy truck stop, a car jack is all Macca has.
Let me know if it's going up, will you, Andy? Because I can't get the jack right in the centre of that splash. So as I lift the boat, it's going to want to do that a little bit. So I'll do that a bit, shock it, and then I'll go around the other side and do that a bit.
One slip, and he could punch a hole clean through his $300,000 load.
But it's serious business. You start jacking up 42-foot yachts, it's not child's play. If I let these go, it'll want to pull that way.
It's a precarious manoeuvre.
Done this with the boat. We've got a little bit more clearance on the keel.
With one side raised, nearly all the boat's weight is resting on the other. If a strap lets go, Allegria risks sliding off the truck.
Because right now the boat's a little twisted.
Quickly, Andy and Macca need to raise the other side to level the boat.
A disaster averted.
With the bow clear of the keel, Macca can hit the road. The operation may have been a success, but the delay has given Macca another headache.
We're really running about an hour to an hour and a half behind where I was really hoping we were going to be.
And up ahead, he faces a whole heap of trouble. Torrential rain.
It's a little bit like being on marbles.
Narrow outback roads.
It's the road's wet, the edges are soft, and you can slip and skid really easy.
And plenty of company.
Especially if you jump on the brakes or something a bit quick. Bingo.
Ahead, there's another wide load.
Got to behave ourselves right here, right now. We don't want to make the 6 o'clock news.
But after surviving the hazards comes a hammer blow. The route Macca's been planning for months is blocked. He'll have to find a new one.
If we go the other way, does that other road? No, that won't get us through either.
His only option are unknown back roads. In a rig this size, Macca could run out of room fast.
If they've got this closed off, we can chip through along Brady Street. We'll have a crack.
And there's more danger above.
Look at the low line.
Touching a power line could send thousands of volts coursing through the truck.
I'm out on my oversized route, so we're just concentrating on what I'm going to do right now. Built out of carbon fibre, so it's an amazing conductor.
Hit one, and thousands of volts could tear through Macca's rig. He needs to find the highway fast.
Route for heavy vehicles.
Macca's back on track, but the detours cost him.
Okay, we made it. We're on the main road through town now, so a little bit of a delay.
As an oversized load, Macca can't exceed 80 kilometres an hour, and he can only travel by daylight. On this run, any time lost is lost for good. And straight away, there's another problem. A strap holding Allegria's hull in place has come loose.
The next parking posse, buddy. We're going in and I've got to fix it, hey?
The only safe place to pull over is a saturated patch of dirt.
This ground is so soft once it gets rain on it.
With nearly 3,000 kilometres to cover in 3 days, Macca needs to get moving quickly.
And we'll fix that strap.
Or the only thing he'll be delivering to Allegria's owner is a big apology.
All right, mate, we're good. Alrighty. Start.
To get out of the mud, he'll need help. But beggars can't be choosers.
See that four-wheel drive up there? We're gonna have to ask those guys if we can hook a chain on and just give us a bit of a hand to get moving.
It's down to a 2-ton car to haul 25 tons of truck out of the bog. If it can't, Macca will need a heavyweight tow truck, costing him more time and money.
Righto, mate, just ease it forward, nice and steady. That's it, buddy. Yeah, I got traction, I'm good.
He's out, but at a price.
And we're on our way, but we've lost some time today.
Macca badly needs to make up the lost time, but down the road, a fellow trucker's landed himself in the same trouble.
So let's see if we can help him out, eh? We might try.
And the double road train is seriously bogged.
Andy, you just talk to me about the traffic because I'm about to move across the road, all right?
Out here, the rule of the road is to help a mate in need. But stopping now could put Macca's deadline and freight at serious risk.
Got a bit on, old mate. Get myself turned around, old mate, okay?
To tow the bogged rig, Macca needs to turn his truck around, all 25 metres of it, on the narrow highway.
Eastbound traffic, mate. You get your bat happening and you hold it up.
Okay, bro.
While pilot Andy stops traffic, Macca must steer off the road and into the mud. Get stuck now, and Macca's precious freight will block the entire highway. While he's made the turn, Macca's spotted another problem.
And we just got to make sure as we pull him, his trailer's don't fall over.
The bogged road train is listing badly. At over 80 tonnes, it'll put a huge strain on Macca's rig. A single chain will take the full weight. If it breaks, the recoil could rip a gaping hole in Allegria's fragile hull.
If it goes off, it'll go off like a cannon.
In 30 years, Macca's never damaged a boat. Now he's risking everything to help a mate.
Now, we're broken. Have we broken something?
Luckily, the broken chain has missed Allegria's fragile hull.
Never a dull moment.
But with his chain unable to take the weight, there's nothing more Macca can do. The stranded trucker will have to wait for a tow truck.
Thanks, Andy. That's all good, mate.
Not a problem, mate.
With every minute of daylight precious, Macca needs to get on with the job.
And do what we're out here to do, which is transport boats.
After a hard day, Macca's still behind schedule, but for now, he must pull up for the night. Tomorrow's a chance to make up time on the dead flat, dead straight Nullarbor Plain. Just after dawn, Macca rolls out.
Yeah, good to go, mate.
With his destination still 1,800 kilometres away, it's vital today's a clear run. But out of nowhere comes a dense bank of fog.
Fog is a potential stopper.
Suddenly, Macca is struggling to see the road hazards that lie ahead, and his 25-tonne truck needs hundreds of metres to stop.
Now I'm backing it off. I'm just losing a little bit too much visibility for this speed.
If the fog gets any worse, Macca will have no choice but to pull up, costing even more time and money.
If I stop the truck, it ain't moving, it ain't making a dollar, it's just costing.
He's slipping behind schedule yet again.
If it gets much thicker than this, yeah, I'll probably have to pull up.
A kilometre ahead, pilot Andy has news.
Starting to break up here,
Yeah, that's good news, mate. We just poke along steady till we pop out the other side.
As quickly as it swept in, the fog is gone. Macca's reward, a clear, straight road, over 1,000 kilometres of it.
Head due west and head out across the Nullarbor.
Nullarbor means treeless.
Mother Nature decided she didn't want to put any trees out here.
It's barren, bleak and boundless. But out here, there is one sign of life. Caravans are a regular sight on this tourist route. They can be deadly. Sudden braking is the most common rookie mistake. Ahead, a driver spotted Macca in their mirrors and dropped their speed drastically.
Nah, see how up this is?
There's oncoming traffic. Macca can't overtake. The sudden move leaves Macca no choice. He'll have to hit the brakes hard. Thanks to his quick reflexes, this time it's just a near miss.
I'm not prepared to take the chance to scoot out around and bag him up. Would have been bad behaviour. So you never really get to relax, or if you do, you're tricking yourself.
Finally, there's smooth sailing ahead. Leaving the bush behind, Macca hits the city and the home stretch.
We're nearly home. I can smell the Indian Ocean from here. It's really rewarding. You're into town. You're going to get your load off, hook up with family and friends.
At last, the end of the road's in sight for Macca and his $300,000 freight. Allegria's arrived without a scratch, much to the relief of her new owner.
Happy, she's here.
And not looking too shabby.
Job done. For the last 2 decades, New Zealander Sludge has called Australia home.
So they take half your brain out, you become an Aussie.
Hauling fuel on marathon desert runs.
Joys of being in a dusty shithole. You gotta love trucking. Days just going to shit.
But for his next job, Sludge is trading red dust for much greener pastures in New Zealand. He may be born and bred here, but trucking in this land...
Holy shit, look at that.
...is a far cry from what he's used to.
Straight down to the rocks.
In Australia, Sludge is getting ready for the job ahead.
I've got a mate wants a bit of a hand with some trucks over there, so I'm going to just go over and give him a hand. I don't know what he's got in store for me yet, so it'll be interesting to see. Rightio, I think we're ready to go.
Sludge will have to be right on his game. His New Zealand driving smarts are a bit rusty.
20 plus years ago since I've driven a truck over there, so it's a long while.
He knows he'll be in for some tough trucking.
A lot of mountainous roads and steep terrain, and if you make a cock up, you disappear over the side of a cliff.
Before Sludge can get to work,
628.
he's got a 6,500 kilometre commute. From Perth, Sludge is flying to Queenstown in New Zealand's South Island. From there, he'll head south to Wendonside.
And we're on our way.
Next stop, Switzer's Transport Company, owned by his old schoolmate, Hoggett.
And he's obviously down a couple of drivers or something, and asked me if I wanted to do a few days' work.
Good to see you, big fella. What's happening?
Oh, cruising along, you know. So you're busy enough then?
Just too busy. I think I need to put you to work.
Yeah.
Hoggett's trucking company hauls everything from hay to heifers, all very different to carting fuel.
The pressure's on us this week. We're very busy. I need Sludge to give me a hand.
Jeez! How are you, mate?
Good, yeah. You want to show Sludge the... there, and around?
First up, a refresher course.
What's this one here?
Indicators.
Oh, you have indicators in New Zealand?
Yeah, got to.
Sludge might think he's got it covered.
Oh, we'll see how he goes tomorrow.
But for the jobs coming up, this 6'6" tanker driver will be right out of his comfort zone.
Just go past and you'll see the bales in the paddock. You just veer off the lane to the right. Oh, yeah.
He has to round up 40 hay bales and deliver them to a local farmer.
Load of hay just to get into the swing of it.
Sounds simple enough. But Sludge has never carted hay, and his mate wants it done in just a few hours.
Obviously, it's all go over here, and that's why he's asked me to come and give him a hand.
Adding to the pressure, wet weather is forecast. If the hay gets wet, it'll be ruined.
Because if it rains and they put it in the shed, it just goes mouldy.
At the paddock, the size of the job starts to hit home. The bales are spread over a square kilometre. The other trucker, Cheese, is nearly loaded.
Not a bad load.
But Sludge has got a mountain of work to do.
I'll start loading up while he's doing his load.
It's about as different to trucking fuel as it gets.
Probably there's my wages gone for the day.
This bale is beyond repair. Sludge needs to get his stack secured before the other bales go the same way.
Oh, not used to this. I don't have these on fuel tankers, Cheese. And I don't miss them either. I might break a nail, us fuel truck drivers.
Sludge and Cheese are now ready to roll. But there's just one problem. Cheese's truck won't start.
They're not even firing.
The air start system on Cheese's truck has sprung a leak.
I can get some more air in it, and once we build her up with air again, we'll give her another go.
Sludge hopes pumping air between the two trucks will breathe life back into the starter motor. The moment of truth.
Only just.
With the truck revived,
Right, we're out of here.
Sludge needs to get moving.
Forecast thunderstorms here this afternoon. They're starting to roll in over the hills now.
But going fast on these roads isn't an option.
They're a bit different roads than we have at home. Yep, they're not that wide, these roads. Not much spare room.
Now an uneven road
Whoa!
slows him down even more. The hay bales are getting a shake-up and Sludge is getting worried.
Now we get down the road here and we stop and check that one we just put on the arse that's not looking very good.
Rain clouds are fast approaching. Sludge needs to sort this out quickly.
That's going to be it. Let's hope he stays. He doesn't look too good. Yeah, it's coming in over the hill now, though. If they get thunderstorms, they don't want to have it here.
Driving headlong into the storm, it's make or break for Sludge.
Get it in the sheds before it rains. Bless me, Father, I think we've made it. Rightio. Don't miss this shit. Rolling straps up. Don't have this with fuel tankers. We're out of here.
Safely undercover and just in the nick of time.
Thank Christ we got the hay done because that's worked out really, really well.
But Sludge's day is far from over.
Aye, right.
His mate Hoggett's hatched another plan.
There's a load of deer come up now. We've been rained off. Another load and another truck.
Sludge will be moving a herd of deer to a farm 70 kilometres away.
They're wild bastards, so it'll be interesting to see.
Jumping well over 2 metres, they're fast, frisky and very feisty.
They kick and boot and you've got to be just on the go all the time with them.
And the hooves really start to fly at loading. To safely board 280 passengers, the truck must be hard up against the ramp.
We're going to come around here.
Now the hard part. Convincing the herd to get onto his truck.
Come on, girls. Come on. You've got to be quick with them. When you're not, they hurt. Come on. Hup. Come on.
It's been 20 years since Sludge did this sort of work. He hasn't missed it for a second.
Now I know why I gave up carton stock. Liquid never stops.
It's dirty, back-breaking work.
I wish I wasn't 6'6". I'll give you the tip.
Put one more pan and then we'll have to get him out of there.
Rightio.
Ow!
What's your head?
I don't have that problem. Can't let us get that one out there though.
Hup. Come on. Hup. Come on. Get up, you bastard.
2 animals are trapped between the ramp and the truck.
Come here.
They're at risk of getting crushed. Sludge needs to get them free quickly.
Come back here. Come on. Just the ramp here slid out. Oh, to lift it up.
Yeah.
The fallen ramp needs to be raised.
We're going to have to pull forward to get it out a bit. Right. That's better. Perfect.
At last, Sludge can finish loading. Every one of his unruly passengers has made it safely on board.
All right, that was a bit of fun. It's been a long time since I've dealt with deer, so could have done it on a nicer day though. Yeah, right, let's go and see how we're going. Not a very nice day to be doing it.
His two-storey trailers are top-heavy and constantly shifting. With a 9-ton unstable load, rollovers are a real threat.
Whoa!
Made worse by wet roads.
A bit slippery on the other side coming down around that corner. The trailer started to slide around a bit.
He's done it. The deer have reached their destination.
Go and have some more fun with some more deer.
It's been a long and dirty 12 hours, but Sludge has delivered the goods twice in one day.
Job done.
Not bad for a tanker driver, a long way from home.
It's stinking hot out there. He's got 1,200 kilometres of dirt.
It is warm, but I don't think it'll make the 47 or whatever it was yesterday.
He's got 3 trailers, 62 wheels on the road looking for punches. He's got to deal with corrugations, he's got to deal with camels on the road.
It's a big mob, all right.
He's got the job in front of him. It's not for the faint-hearted, this job. It's for old-school truckies still.
Look after your gear and it'll get you there.
Slick's loading up a triple-trailer road train for the marathon trip, hauling house-building frames and construction supplies. From Perth, he'll travel 600 kilometres to Kalgoorlie before a 1,900-kilometre trek through the Central Australian desert to Alice Springs.
Where do you reckon you'll get to tonight?
Laverton.
Steve Graham is sending one of his best mates, Slick, to face the hostility of the outback.
I'm a solitary bloke and I love it out there in the desert when you're on your own. It's just beautiful. It'll beat anywhere in the world, I reckon.
It's the last desert run before Christmas. Slick's promised his wife and 3 children he'll definitely make it home.
Slick's been trucking a long time, about 10 years less than me. And the one thing Slick's managed in all of his trucking career is to get home at Christmas.
It's the only day of the year that I have to be home. I don't care about any others. And my wife counts on it, family count on it, and I do whatever I can to be home every Christmas.
Slick's an outback trucker of the old school, brought up the old way. And we call him Slick because no matter how much hard, greasy, dirty work he's got to do, Slick always comes up looking a picture of sartorial splendour. And the rest of us, we all look pretty shabby and rough, but old Slick, he comes up slick every time.
Oh, beautiful. It's good enough for me.
Due to Western Australia's strict road train restrictions, Slick can't carry a triple trailer on the first stretch of road east to Kalgoorlie.
Better get the show on the road.
So Steve will drive one of the trailers to where Slick is allowed to take over with the extra load.
Andiamo, we'll be gone.
After they stop at Kalgoorlie, Slick will be on his own, driving solo through the desert.
We get 3 days to get there, which is comfortable, depending on weather and road condition, of course.
The pressure's on Slick. You've got to get all the way across that desert, into Alice Springs, unload it, stack some up, reload a bit of it and turn around and get all the way back across that desert. And of course he's got that clock hanging over his head, ticking away at him about Christmas.
See what happens along the way. Nothing I can do about it if the road's real bad and I've got to do 10k now.
If Slick got home the day after Christmas, It's not the end of the world, but it would be a breaking of a family tradition that they have set in concrete in their family, you know? And I would like to be part of breaking that tradition for them. Christmas is the one day of the year where he can go with the flow that he sets up. He can go with his own flow, not have to worry about what everyone else is requiring of him.
Slick's barely out of the yard, but already his vintage air conditioner is playing up.
Spent like a pig. The fan switch is playing up. Bit temperamental, it'll start up, and then as long as I don't touch the switch, it'll work for days non-stop, and then it'll start doing this caper again and cut in and out. And every now and then I've just got to punch the dash to make it work, or play with the knob. She's an old girl, she's nearly 30 years old.
Now, I'm not sure if Slick's happy about this whole idea just now. He's battling away out there with a road train without an air conditioner.
It's going to be in the 40s tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. And this thing won't cope, and it'd better pull its ass into gear. Little hit here, little bang with a spanner there, and you can fix them.
I want to get this load in, keep the customer happy, and get the invoice in for the end of the year. That's a good one for me. And Slick wants to get home for Christmas. So both of us have got our own agenda, which is pushing us in the background. Slick's going to drop his 2 trailers. I'm going to hook this one up as his first.
Right, get into it.
And then he's a road train. Better make sure everything's right for him or I'll be in trouble. Keep it safe, mate. Have a good one. Yeah, give us a phone call. You know the deal.
All right.
You got water, you got food.
All good.
Righto, mate. Thank you. See ya.
Off we go again.
From now on, Slick is on his own, at the wheel of a 53.5 metre, 100-tonne triple road train. He's heading towards one of Western Australia's most treacherous outback roads.
A bloke like Slick, he's got all that horror road in front of him. You just know he's going to come out the other end and do it, so he'll get the job done.
Slick is being tested straight away.
It's hot. We got to about 42 point something.
Rising temperatures threaten to overheat the cabin and the engine.
Water temps up. Diffs are running hot. Gearbox was pretty warm. Yeah, so I backed off down to about 80, 85. Just to cool things down a little bit, so that's dragged this little stretch a bit longer.
On a tight deadline to get home for Christmas, he's already behind schedule.
Running late, as per usual. I wanted to be further where I am now. I wanted to be almost at Laverton. But things happen.
After parking up in Laverton overnight, Slick sets out early on the Great Central Road to try and beat the desert heat.
Woke up at 5 o'clock. It was already 33 degrees. And it's going to be hot out there today. Right, this is where the dirt starts, right here. So it's going to get kind of bumpy from now on. An old school rule was if you're heading east, you drive on the west side of the road. Corrugations are more rounded, so old school boys tend to drive on the opposite side of the road. Yeah, the road's getting a little bit rougher.
As the desert temperatures rise, Slick's rig struggles in the extreme weather conditions.
My engine oil temps and my water temps are up there. This truck normally runs on about 85, 90 degrees. It's now just about to touch 100. I'm not happy about that. Yeah, because everything's running hot, I'm going to have a half-hour break or so, let everything cool down for a while. And this old girl don't normally run this warm, so that breeze is hot out there. I can see why my temps are going up.
He's running hours behind, but his overheating truck needs time to cool down. which allows him to check the pressure in the tyres after the pounding they've taken on the scorching hot roads.
That's all right. All good now, off and racing. What's up? What the hell's happened there? Oh, don't tell me. Right, there's 2 tyres. Gone. Right.
The brakes have locked on, dragging the tyres and making them explode. With rubber flying everywhere, a brake booster was damaged by the impact of the explosion. The result, 2 shattered tyres.
Beautiful tyres too. Dolly spares down there.
Slick carries 10 spare tyres for his 62-wheel road train.
Well, the thing is, it's about 46 degrees out here.
At $300 a tyre, he doesn't want any more to blow in the heat.
Can't really tell, but I am sweating like a pig underneath these clothes. There's another one I'm going to have a go.
Just as Slick gets the job done, he discovers a 3rd tyre blowout, putting him seriously behind schedule.
But the quicker I get this done, the quicker I can get back in and drive along. Been here an hour, letting it cool down, and now with this, over an hour. So that's time you don't make up again. Bloody hell, it's hot. It's taken me 11 and a half hours to get to where I am now, and that's 580 kilometres in 11 and a half hours. Not a good haul. I'll never make that ground up. Legally, anyway.
Slick struggles on through the heart of the Gibson Desert, one of the loneliest places on Earth.
When I was changing the tyre, that hour that I was there, didn't see it, not a soul. Not a soul.
Alone, in one of Australia's deadliest landscapes, Slick needs no more surprises.
You're stranded out here. Can be quite a while before someone comes along. Always make sure you've got plenty of supply. As I get closer to Warburton, where there's water, I'm more than likely to see camels. There'll be quite a few in the group. As long as they don't run across me, I'll be fine. And they'll be fine, I won't be hitting them. Oh yeah, they all are. Shit, it's a big mob. Look at them all out there.
Australia's original Outback Trucker, the camel.
That's a big mob, all right.
Was first introduced to the country from India and Afghanistan in the 1840s. The sturdy beasts helped colonial Australians open up the hostile outback.
Here we go. He's going to run across, he's going to run across.
1 million feral camels now roam Australia's vast deserts.
A little bit of a silly animal. Geez, a lot of babies. It's now Sunday morning. We're about 800 from Alice Springs. I'm supposed to be in Alice Springs to unload tomorrow. I'm going to be late, but hopefully not too late.
But that depends on his tyres holding out on a notorious desert track.
Last trip, I left Alice Springs with 9 spares in me racks, and I got home with no spares in me rack.
Slick has a dilemma. If he drives faster, he risks a blowout. Drive slower, and he could be a day late into Alice Springs.
Yeah, you're going Roscoe, Slick. Yeah, all right, mate. I'm just out from the rock, eh? Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, look, mate. By first thing tomorrow morning, gates open 7. If I'm not there by 7:30, you know, you might have to worry. So, have a good night. It didn't go down too well.
With his wife and his customer watching the clock, pressure is mounting on Slick to make up the time.
I should have been in Alice Springs already, but there you go. Nothing you can do about it. Just seen something fly out on the left-hand mirror there, so I'm just going to pull up here and go and have a look and see what it is. What's going to happen? And there's me problem. Blown out tyre. Now.
The tyre has overheated, expanded and exploded in the tough desert conditions.
Oh, yeah, it's taken out 2 tyres. When that one blew, it's taken out the side wall on this one. So, I'm up for changing 2 of them now.
If Slick keeps shredding tyres at this rate, his chances of making Alice Springs on time are getting slimmer by the hour.
End of the day, just when I thought I was going to be winding down, and then this happens. Come on. Okay. I'll play that game. Been on the road 3.5 days and got 1 more hour to go and then we'll be in the yard.
Just after dawn, Slick finally makes the bitumen. He's desperate to make up lost time for one of his most important clients.
80 to 90% of our freight is from this company, so you give it time, try to make it. Generally, 99% of the time we are on time, but well, maybe not 99% of the time. That's a little stretch of the truth there, but there you go.
Slick is aiming for a 7 a.m. arrival at the depot gate in Alice Springs.
It's good to get in here. 7:10. Beautiful. About 14 hours later than what I normally come in, but they're all happy.
After a 5-day battle with some of the worst roads in Australia,
everything's travelled okay.
The neatest man in trucking has only one thing on his mind.
I want to have a shower, mate. I haven't had a shower since I left.
A quick shower and Slick is ready to turn around and do it all again.
So away we go, 3 more days and I'll be home.
2,500 kilometres back to his home and family in Perth.
Give Sandy a ring as I'm leaving town so she knows she can start counting down. See you later, Alice Springs. Merry Christmas. When you have a family and always home for Christmas, I do whatever I can to be home every Christmas.
But as Slick re-enters the desert,
got a very dirty sky this afternoon.
An angry Outback is not in a festive mood.
Dusty as hell. Everywhere you look, it's just dust. It's really dirty sky, brown sky.
Fierce winds have blown a dust storm in from the desert.
It's all coming from the west, so we'll be heading straight into it. Blowing a gale, actually. You can hardly see that ridge over there. You can hardly see the sun. Getting really dusty. We passed the car just a while ago. I didn't see him until it was maybe 50 metres. Yeah, it's just getting worse and worse. Northbound truck just seen with me saying that he's come up from Adelaide. It's windy down south of the border, but no dust. All the dust is in the territory. We're only 150 kilometres from the border. This sort of dust gets rammed down into your air filters and clogs up your air filter. I reckon the weather's going to turn for the worst. I reckon it's going to come into rain tonight, I reckon.
With temperatures dropping fast, Slick's worried that rain could turn the Outback into a mud bath.
There's no heat on the windows. Normally this time of the day, middle of the afternoon, these should be red hot. Bugger all heat on them, there's no heat in that sun. Might have to work hard through the mud, see what happens.
Slick is trying to get home to Perth in time for Christmas. But back at headquarters, Steve Graham has other plans.
Now, Kath, did I tell you that Grant's rung me?
No. What's happened?
We've got to get another triple into Alice Springs by Christmas.
A last-minute road train haul across the Outback has Slick's name on it.
All right, I'm going to talk to Steve.
I left a message for Slick to ring me, and I'm expecting him to ring me any minute. Slick's got 2,000 k's to go. That way, if I can meet him at Leonora, it is doable. But he's not going to be happy, and I don't think Sandy's going to be happy either.
Hello, how you going, mate?
Yeah, good, Slick, you?
Yeah, blowing a gale.
Are you sitting down, Slick? Sit down, mate. We've got to get another triple in there by Christmas, mate.
The new job adds almost 7,000 kilometres of driving before Slick can make it home.
Oh, shit. I'm going to have to tell Sandy.
His chances of making Christmas suddenly don't look good.
Oh, how am I going to tell her?
I know that you know that I wouldn't be springing it on you if it hadn't come out of the blue on me. You've got 13 days to do about 6,700 kilometres, mate.
I'll tell you what, if she takes it the wrong way, she'll be ringing you up straight away. You know that.
I know that. Sorry about that, Slick. I'll talk to you in a while.
All right, no worries.
Righto, mate. Good on you.
Okay.
Slick's not happy.
Steve's loading right now. He's hoping to leave tomorrow. And I mean, I'll be halfway across the desert tomorrow. And so I've got to go right across, meet him at around about Leonora, and come back again and do everything that I've done here, find a back load, stack up, do it all again, and then go home. Skimmer me teeth, 2 days to spare. I cannot miss Christmas. That's family time. Any other day of the year is fine. I'll work. But Christmas, I just have to break it to my wife now. So I'm just going to have a walk and try to think of how I'm going to break it to her. All right. Why can't he cart it, though?
Hey, gorgeous.
How you going, sweetheart?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, all right.
What's wrong?
I got a message to give Steve a call.
Oh, far out. What's happened?
I've got to come back to Alice Springs. I've got another triple to do to Alice.
Another week of leave without you?
About 10 days, sweetheart.
Okay.
10, 11 days, depending on the weather, of course.
All right, well, as long as you're safe.
Yeah, love. Okay. All right.
I love you.
Love you too, sweetheart.
Bye.
See ya.
Slick's not happy. I did hear at the end there, why can't you come all the way across? Well, because I've got commitments here. It's as simple as that. It's that time of the year. It's not without having a bit of fun.
As a compromise, Steve's agreed to drive 1,100 kilometres and meet Slick in Laverton. Slick will then carry the cargo 1,550 kilometres onwards to Alice Springs before returning to Perth. All up nearly 5,000 kilometres, most of it on desert dirt.
I'm starting to stew on it a little bit. Still can't work out why he ain't doing it, but anyway, he owns the company.
He's got the job in front of him, the poor fella. That's good, that's hooked up.
I think I might be home. If it all goes well and I don't get a hold up a day before Christmas. But I mean, it only takes one breakdown and then that's gone out the window, you know?
It's time to hit the road. He knows as well as what I do that a thunderstorm or a serious mechanical issue out there and he's done, he won't make it.
Look at that. That's horny. That'll do me for the night.
As dawn breaks, Slick prepares for a full day's driving.
Hot air.
But he faces an immediate setback.
Crack the aircon grill. Bolts come out. Split the grill. So I got no aircon now, so until I get back to Alice Springs, I'll see if I can get it fixed. Well, that's going to cost a day.
It's only 6:30 a.m. and the soaring Outback temperature has already hit 30 degrees.
I'm devoed now. Now I've got 4 or 5 days with no air conditioning.
Driving through the furnace of the desert with a hot engine beneath him and the windows now down, the cab temperature will rise into the 40s.
Some shitty news there, but there you go. Yeah, no, the corrugation's just, the truck goes like this all the time, the bonnet's wrenching around in different angles.
Well, he's out there in 40+ degree heat, more sitting in a truck cab with no aircon, so he's certainly not happy. And I don't blame him.
I've shut all the vents off, it's still hot air that's coming straight through. And no matter what I do, that normally makes it work, but it ain't making it stop.
He can do it. He's got to average 650 or 670 kilometres a day for the next 10 days or so, and he'll do it. And I better get on with it, or he'll be even grumpier. I better make him wild.
Not comfortable driving with your windows down. I mean, cars past you, everything just gets covered in dust. You get wind burn from the hot breeze coming through, and it's just uncomfortable. It just sucks, big time.
Steve is finally underway, but the traffic is bad.
It's no fun. I just want to get out of here, get away from these bloody traffic lights again, and get on the open road where we can do our own thing. See, these lights better give me a break. See, I'm hardly into it and they're going orange. What do? You're already halfway across the intersection when they change on you.
Going over a bump, it just didn't feel right. It's hard to explain. You sort of know how things ride a little bit, so.
In the Gibson Desert, Slick suspects something is wrong with one of his trailers.
Oh, there we go. Broken air line. What it is, it's the main line that goes from the air tank to your brake booster, which is your park brakes. And the hoses are old and brittle. I'll just go get some tools and give it a fix.
In the Perth traffic, his boss, Steve, is stationary too.
Now, it looks like we've got another oversized load coming, and this bloke is going to try and close the bridge. And here comes the traffic warden, and he's going to clear it out. No, we've been closed. I can't afford to get held up. Every hour I get held up is an hour that Slick may have to fine. I've got to be at Laverton when he drives in there. I don't think I'm going to be.
In the Gibson Desert, Slick has lost pressure to his air brakes.
Anyway, this is the third time I've had to get under here and fix a hose. Come on. All right. If it's long enough, I'll just rejoin it. If not, it might be long enough. Yeah, that'll be all right. Get some air happening and see if that's fixed it. Yep, that's a better sound. That's just building up air pressure. Yep, that's the right sound. And away we go. Right, have a little drink, get some moisture back in me.
Road's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad at all, mate.
Slick's hit a rare stretch of the Great Central Road that's been recently graded to smooth out the corrugations.
I like the solace lifestyle of doing this sort of work. On your own, looking at a sky like that, country like this, you know. I like it out here.
1,500 kilometres west, Steve's on the move. aiming to meet Slick in Laverton to speed up his progress, but he's way behind schedule.
I've lost easily 4 hours, 5 hours today. Mount Magnet's 400 kilometres in front of me, and I should have been pulling out of there now if all had gone well, but too many oversized loads. Everyone's trying to get everything done by Christmas, so there's no oversized activity over the Christmas holiday period, so they're all rushing to get it done now. All I can do for my bit of it today is keep pounding away, knock these kilometres down and get this road train over to him. But it wouldn't take much of a mechanical breakdown or driver stuff up, and what we're trying to achieve here is all over.
Not a bad morning, actually. It's not too hot. Heading to Laverton, being Laverton in about 4 or so hours. Don't want to be too early, otherwise when I ring him up to tell him I'm there, he'll say, well, keep coming. I want him to come to me.
I've got 580 k's to go to get to Slick, so I'm going to get on with it. Let's go. I'm going to go to work. Definitely a hot day building. It's just after 6 and there's plenty of sun and there's plenty of heat in the air. I just hope it's going all right for Slick out there.
It is trying to build up for a storm. If it rains, it rains. Nothing built better.
Slick will make it to Laverton first.
I'm not hanging around.
But he doesn't want to be there long.
If he talks too long, I'm just going to say, see you later, mate. Wind up your own legs. I know I've got only so many k's left of dirt, and I get a little bit sad. I'm out of the Outback Trucking business, and I'm back into normal civilisation, you know. People everywhere, trucks running up and down. Right, here we are, and exactly 11:25. 5 minutes ahead. That's good.
But there's no sign of Steve or his cargo.
Not coming yet.
Anxious to make it home for Christmas, Slick is not happy having to wait.
All right, I've been here just shy of 2 hours now. I missed a call from Steve. He was planning on being here about 1. It's now 20 past 1.
Slick could keep driving towards Steve, but it's all bitumen roads, and his tyres are set to low pressure for driving on the dirt.
It's a longer haul for me to pump up my tyres, drive out to Leonora or wherever we're going to meet, the other side of Leonora, come back and let them down. I'll lose an hour and a half, 2, 3 hours, all up. All right, here he comes.
Slick's long, hot wait is finally over.
2.25 hours waited.
He's looking at his watch and he's tapping his watch. Swaps. They always bring out a little bit of this and that in everyone.
11:25 I pulled up, 2.25 hours.
Mate, you should try my end. It's been nothing but drama.
Yeah, right.
After exchanging trailers,
Good to go.
the two mates exchange pleasantries.
Righto, mate. Have a good one, eh?
No comment.
And Slick is on his way.
Right.
Destination Alice Springs, over 1,500 kilometres of dirt road away.
The pressure's on Slick. He's got a whole new road train. You've got to get it all the way across that desert, unload it, turn around and get all the way back across that desert to Perth.
It's going to happen, it's going to happen. There's nothing I can do about it.
Slick has one eye on the road ahead and one eye on the sky.
Real big rain brewing. Smell it. If it stays like this, no risk at all. Rain ain't going to hold me up.
Slick badly needs a smooth run. Christmas is only 10 days away.
I ring home every chance I have a phone. I ring home.
Any trouble and it'll be touch and go.
I miss the family while I'm away, and it's, 3 months living in that, 8 by 4 foot. gets a bit cramped after a while. You get, you know, a bit of cabin fever.
Slick gets anywhere near some decent rain out there, any more than just a few sprinkles would really put a spanner in his works for his getting home for Christmas. And he just doesn't want to be slowed down. He just wants to maintain that 650 kilometres a day, every day. That's what he wants to do.
600 kilometres to the east, Slick hasn't seen another driver for hours. Suddenly, there's oncoming traffic to deal with.
Must be water just up the road. Here we go. He's going to run across. He's going to run across. He's a big old bull. They're a bit big to hit. I haven't hit him. Steve's hit a couple in his time, but I haven't yet. That's good.
An adult camel can weigh up to 1,000 kilograms, larger than many family cars.
This is like the desert was years ago. Camels every bloody where. Close to 200 already seen this morning, all in different mobs. Now I know that there's that many wandering around on the edge of the road, I'll be a little bit more vigilant today. They have a real funny gait, and then he'll swing out across the road, and a lot of the times he'll get right in front of you, and he'll do a 90 degree, and you're looking up a camel's bum for the next 5-10 kilometres. If you try to go around them, and then they just cut in front of you. They run pretty fast, about 40k an hour. There's a lip going like this.
Slick's hour-long camel drama has put him behind. Tomorrow, he'll have to push harder. But in a 30-year-old truck, this road is a dangerous place to be making up time. Next morning, and Slick's had a rough night.
Pulled up last night, got everything organised. It's either my generators, something gone wrong with my generator, but that's only 2 weeks old, or the aircon unit at the back of the bunk for when I'm sleeping.
With no air conditioning, his sleeping cabin reached over 40 degrees.
Something's gone wrong with it. It'd fire up and then she'd make some funny noises. So, nothing going right. I've got to fix that chain there. I'm just a bit worried about my third trailer because when Steve left Perth, he was having problems with that trailer, brakes releasing, a little valve issue. So obviously, he rolled away all right this morning.
If the brakes on the third trailer lock on, it could destroy its tyres, or worse, pull up the entire road train.
We're just cruising along compared to when we came over on the first trip, where it was hot and the load was heavy. So we're doing a beautiful speed, averaging about 60, 65 at the moment.
Slick's on his third desert crossing in a week. He wants to be home for Christmas, just 9 days away. But suddenly he's forced to stop. The dirt road has taken its toll on his tyres.
This lot of tyres are pumping up. They're about 18 PSI more than that when they should be pumping even, you know. Well, they're finally where they are, where I want them to be. It's taken a while, but nothing pumping up right today, that's all. Rather be home. Rather be home with the family anyway.
It's times like these, Slick wonders why he ever became an Outback trucker.
Decisions you make when you're a young, silly lad. I've been doing it since I left high school in transport, and it's given me a good life for the family, well, apart from me being away all the time. But sometimes I wonder what would happen if I did go do what I was originally going to do with my life and become a draftsman. So, I don't know. Things could have been different.
Behind schedule, Slick still has 440 kilometres to go to get to his destination in the dead heart of Australia, Alice Springs.
Holy shit. There we go. Something's going on.
199 kilometres from his destination, Slick's in trouble.
I don't know what's happened. I lost power there for a second. My warning light came on, but I don't know what for. Everything's running all right. Going over that little rise just then, I slipped the gear back, put my foot down, and she just cut out. There's a parking bay up the road here. I'm going to have to pull up there and just get my head underneath and have a look. Let's have a look, see.
Slick's lost power. He's worried it's his motor overheating. If he can't fix it, his truck will be crippled.
Don't know. Everything looks all right under there. Everything's running all right. It hasn't done it since.
In days, it's Christmas, and Slick's still 2,600 kilometres from home.
About half an hour behind what I wanted to be, but the guys are ready there waiting for me. Slight little drama. Don't know what happened there when the truck cut out. So, obviously, it was electrical. It has to be.
Slick's got Christmas on his mind. The Alice Springs depot is under an hour away, and it can't come soon enough.
Yeah, this section of road just seems to go on forever and ever. One last effort into Alice, and then let's calm down a little bit, get everything organised and zoom straight home. Right, we're here. I'm an hour late. Done and dusted. Get all this unloaded and then it's another drive home. It's all good sailing from now on, straight down to Perth, and I'll be home for Christmas.
It's back across the desert. The fourth time in 11 days. The lonely life of a long-distance trucker.
I'm a solitary kind of bloke. And just being out here on your own, you can't beat it, I suppose. Look at the view out of my window. It's better than some office block anyway. I just love it out here.